Hey guys, this is Bryan here. Wanted to share with you what's going on, the latest with my running. I have a big announcement for 2022 to start off the year. I'm going to quickly recap 2021 and then share with you my 2022 outlook so far. So in 2021, I got back into racing. I'm looking at my Athlinks results right here. I'm going to get a little bit better technology soon so I can share my screen with you guys and show you some more data, share with you some of my secrets to success, share with you some of the amazing moments and memories of being a professional masters marathon runner. So I'm really excited today to just tell you about some really great races coming up. But first, let's look back at 2021. So I started the year off at the Naples Half Marathon on January 17th with a 1:14:26, which was second master and 16th overall, 5:40 pace. So 1:14:26 to start the year. Then a month later, on February 14th, I ran the Fort Lauderdale A1A Half Marathon, which I've done several times. A marathon. I won the marathon twice in 2010 and 2016. This year I ran the half. I got second place overall with a 1:16:30, so 2 minutes slower than Naples. But it was a very hot day, and I had a pretty comfortable lead. For second place, so it was based on conditions and on placement. The winner ran about a 1:11 that day, 1:10 Nacho. I got firm, solid second place. My third race of the year was the Boston Marathon. Actually, I take that back. So Boston was in October, but in the middle of the summer, I did a 5K. I did the Weston 4th of July 5K in about 17:10, which is a slower 5K time for me, maybe my slowest time in 10 years in the 5K. I always run under 17, and I've run under 16 like 10 times at least. My PR is 15:34 on the track and 15:42 on the roads for marathon training. Those were set a couple years ago, maybe when I was 39 or 38. I'm currently 43. Just turned 43 last weekend and ran a marathon in California. But first, in July, I ran a 5K in 17:12. I wasn't in the greatest shape. It was very hot, 95 degrees, definitely. I remember that it was a very hot race, so give me 1 second, guys, here. I'm going to adjust this, try to get a little bit of a better filter. Dream, no. How about normal? Pop. Oh, yeah, Pop's the one I like. Pop is nice. Anyways, guys, let's see, that one's, no. Trying out this. All right, crush. Glow, how about glow? Glow looks good. All right, no, I don't like that. Let's go back to pop. All right, guys, so sorry about that. After 4th of July, I trained all summer. I went to Guatemala, and I put in a lot of miles in July and August and September. I remember I did just a huge amount of mileage. I was doing 80 to 90 miles a week for about 6 to 8 weeks. And I got up to 105 miles one week. I went to Guatemala and ran 88 miles in 5.5 days. I was averaging like 17 miles a day. It was just normal to get that kind of mileage in. That was right before the Boston Marathon on October 11th, where I ran 2:34:56. Pretty cool number, 2:34:56. That was 9th place in my age division, which is not bad. 5:54 pace, so sub 6-minute pace for a marathon, 158th place overall. So wasn't something I was super happy with, but I wasn't super upset about either because it was a very acceptable outcome. I struggled after running the first half in 1:13:45. I positive split at least 7 minutes in the second half, I think. Actually, it was about 7 or 8 minutes to get a 2:34. I think my second half must have been a 1:21 after running a 1:13. So yeah, that's a positive split of 7 or 8 minutes. So anyways, Boston wasn't the best race. It was hot. Did the best I could. I had my girlfriend there cheering and supporting for me. My next race was a Halloween half marathon on October 30th. So only 20 days later, I was taking advantage of that marathon fitness, and I won the Halloween half marathon, which was really fun. It's my backyard, and I've done it many years, and I've won it about 4 or 5 times. So it's not that it is that hard to win it, although I ran 1:15:43. So that just shows you I ran the A1A earlier in the year in 1:16, and I ran Naples in 1:14, and then I won the Halloween half in 1:15. So that was a nice race, 5:46 pace. And after that, I did the Flanigan's Rocking Rib Run, which is a 10K on November 21st. So about a month and a half after Boston, I did a 10K and ran 34:27 in the rain. And I was 13th place overall in a professional field and first master and first in my age division. First out of, I would say, 500 some people in my age division. It was a big race. It's about 3,000 people there. It was a lot of beer and ribs and alcohol for the wine run. It's like a wine and beer, and it was crazy. Post-race party, dancing. But I got 5:32 pace in the rain. I should mention 34:27 was in a downpour, one of the rainiest days of the year in Miami. It was in Miramar, actually. And we ran in a downpour. That was the craziest conditions of 2021, without a doubt, was the Rocking Rib Run in a complete downpour. I ran 34:27, which is, I was actually going for sub 33, so again, you know, I was very happy to win the Masters division. I won $500 that day. So shout out to Runners Depot. They put on an amazing race. I'll be back next year. Rocking Rib Run is a fast race. I got 13th place overall, and there was professionals there running 28:30. Winning woman was 31:50 and set a course record in the rain. It was incredible to see. All right, so after Flanigan's, I did CIM, which is California International Marathon in Sacramento, about 10 days ago. I did it on my 43rd, the day after my 43rd birthday. So I turned 43 on Saturday, December 4th, and then Sunday, December 5th, the next day was California International Marathon, and I ran 2:31:38. My last video, I break down my everything about the race and strategy, nutrition, everything, how it went. So check out my previous video to learn more about California International Marathon. But I got 128th place overall, fourth in my age group out of 720 people, fourth master. So 5:47 average for 26.2, and I missed a PR by 20 seconds, but it was my second 2:31, which I'm thrilled to say was an amazing experience. Even though I ran the first half in 1:14:07 and lost 3.5 minutes in the second half, running 2:31 is a special feeling. And you know, when the pros are running 2:25 for the women and 2:20 even, and the men are running 2:05 and 2:03, it's fun to run those times, and it's fun to run 2:30. It's fun to run 3 hours. It's fun to run 4 hours. Wherever you're at, just improving. And I think it's just fun to keep getting faster as I'm getting older, because I'm putting in consistent work. And that's one of the lessons I'll be sharing with you guys is some of the clubs I'm training with. Shout out to Run Addict. Shout out to iRun. Shout out to Project 305, Hebrew Academy. These are the people I'm training with. I'm finding a lot of different groups, not just one. I go and train with friends who aren't part of any groups. So you just got to make connections, just like mushrooms, which we'll be talking about, functional mushrooms. You got to make neurological connections. You got to make social connections. You got to make running connections. All right, moving on to 2022. Sorry to keep you guys so long. It's 8 minutes now. But sometimes the videos get a little long-winded, but I have a lot of information to share with you. You can always fast forward. I'll work on getting the chapters for the future so you know when I talk about 2022, because I'm done racing for 2021. I did 7 races, I think I counted, 2 marathons, 3 or 4 half marathons, and a couple 5Ks in 2021. 2022, I'm going to focus more on half marathon. That's probably going to be the race I do the most. I'll probably do 5 to 7 half marathons and maybe only 1 marathon. I'll tell you about that in a second. Maybe 2. But first, my first race of 2022, very exciting announcement. I'll be racing, drum roll please, Naples half marathon. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Naples, they used to call it the Naples Daily News half marathon. This shirt's from 2020. It's the long sleeve. I've done Naples 6 times. This is going to be my 7th Naples marathon. I'm an ambassador for Naples. I have a discount code to save $15 whenever you register. The race is on January 16th, Sunday, January 16th, the Naples half marathon. It's a hometown Naples experience. They have an incredible vibe there. The people are so friendly. It's just a breath of fresh air. I live in Miami and I love it here, but Naples is a different speed. The runners there go there to get an amazing time. I've run as fast as 1:11 on that course in 2014. I ran a 1:11:39 and was 12th overall and first in my age group, 5:28 average pace. But my PR is 1:10:52 in Philadelphia. And if there's a place to get a PR, it is Naples, Florida on January 16th, because this race brings in an amazing field, super competitive. The course is super flat. There are a lot of turns, but the weather is usually incredible. I mean, one time out of the 7 times I've done it 6 times actually. I'll go through those stats in a second. I got all my stats, but only one time out of the 6 times I've done it has it been even a little hot. For me, the other year it was nice and cool, and January 16th is very cool in Naples. So what else? This race has a lot of competition. It's very flat. It's got good weather. The race director, shout out to Jake Hester. He's a super nice guy. He takes care of everyone and treats them like a friend. He's just a throwback type of guy. Like, they're a throwback type of race. Like, I love Naples because it feels like, in California International felt this way too. The race director there was the president of the Sacramento Running Club, and really nice people, down to earth. They care about you. They'll talk to you if you have any concerns. They want to talk and just get to know you. Jake Hester has given several people in Miami clubs discount codes. Shout out to Run Addict. They're going to be taking a bus there. If you want to go Sunday morning, you can take the Run Addict bus. I'm going on Saturday morning because I like to make a weekend out of it. I'll stay in a hotel on Saturday night, and that way when I wake up on Sunday morning to race, I'm only 5 miles from the race. If you do drive from Miami, it's about a 2-hour drive if you're going 75 miles an hour across Alligator Alley. And it's not that hard. At 5 in the morning from Miami Beach, it could take you, where I live, it could take you 2 hours to get there. But from where I'm going to be staying in Naples Saturday night, it's going to take me 5 minutes. So I'm staying overnight in Naples. I know the Run Addict crew is going on Sunday morning. iRun is taking a crew out there. Other people from Miami are going. So reach out to me or reach out to Run Addict or iRun if you want to get any type of assistance. So let's see. I got a discount code to share with you guys. $15 off the current price or any price whenever you register. You can register at napleshalfmarathon.net. I'll put that in the link below. I'll put a link for napleshalfmarathon.net and the discount code, which is 2022 Project 305. Now, Project 305 is my track club. For those of you that don't know, it's every Wednesday night at Flamingo Track. I'll be bringing you a lot more content from there coming soon. You're going to meet some of the runners. You're going to see some of the workouts. You're going to see all the energy and excitement of a track club. And we have been around for 10 years, and it's a really cool community. So check out Project 305 on Facebook and Instagram, and let me know if you want to join our WhatsApp group. We train, we're a small focus group of really passionate runners. So 2022 Project 305 is the discount code for $15 off. So I'm racing in the Naples half on January 16th. I'm going to tell you guys really quick how I've done over the years there, and then I'm going to tell you the rest of my year, and then I'm going to say goodbye and come back for more later. This is going to be my 6th time running it. My first time running it was 2014, and then I took a break from 2014 until 2017, and then I've run it every single year since 2017. So in 2014, I ran a 1:11:39. I told you earlier that was 12th overall, so it's a very competitive race. If a 1:11 gets you 12th overall, the winning time is usually 1:03. And the top 5 to 8 guys are usually getting nice checks from the race. It's a nonprofit. They bring in some big runners, and they do it with ethics and core values and drug testing and everything for promoting clean sport and transparency, which I am a big fan of. So I got 12th overall, first in my age group, 35 to 39, with a 1:11:39 in 2014. So that was 8 years ago for this, I think, race. But 2017 was my next Naples half. After taking a couple of years, I was living in Bermuda, did some races in Bermuda. I was also doing races in other parts of, I guess, Florida, and starting my year off doing different things. 2017, I came back and I was like, man, I got to do the Naples half again. It's a fast race. I want to get some fast times. Well, 2017, I ran a 1:15:27. Not my fastest time at all. 1:15 is kind of like pacing for me now. Like, I can kind of run a 1:15 just on any given day as long as it's not up a mountain. But anyways, I ran a 1:15:27 in 2017. I don't know what happened that day, but it was 12th overall. So a 1:11 got me 12th in 2014, and a 1:15 got me a 12th in 2017. So you never know. And I was, again, first in my age group with a 1:15. So, 1:15's fast. All right, next year in 2018, I ran a 1:13:40. So that's a little faster, 5:37 pace. I was first in my age group and 9th overall. So my first time cracking the top 10 at Naples. I was 9th in 2018 with a 1:13:40. I think if I run under 1:11, I would get now probably 9th or 8th place. 2019, I ran a 1:14:41, which is a 5:42 average pace. I was ninth overall and first master. So I ran a minute slower in 2019 than 2018, got the same finishing place, ninth overall, and I was first master. And that was a big deal because I got a $500 paycheck. And masters gets paid usually in some of the bigger races because they recognize the top athletes 40 and over. And it's a big deal when you run fast. And at that age, when you're in the Boston Marathon or California International or Flanigan's Rocking Rib Run or the Naples Half Marathon, these are competitive races. With Naples has about 1,000 runners in it. So California International had 8,000 runners in it. So these are big races, 1,000 to 10,000 people races, and they pay their masters $500 sometimes, or $250, or $300, or whatever, $400. They have a payment scheme for the top three, just like the top three overall, or just like the top. They pay the females, of course. They pay the grandmasters sometimes too. Sometimes they pay the age groups. It just depends on how much money they have. In Bermuda, they would give prizes and cash awards to the winners of the age groups, which they don't do much in the U.S. But I digress. Anyway, so in 2020, I ran a 1:14 flat. 1:14:00. Not that it's like a crazy fast time. I mean, it's 3 minutes off my PR, but to run 1:14:00 in 2020 was pretty cool because I hit it on the dot. It's like when you're pumping gas and you get to 20 and you turn off the gas. I got to 1:14:00 and turned off the gas and crossed the finish line with a 5:38 average, 16th overall after running 40 seconds slower the year before and being 9th overall. I was 16th overall in 2020. Now, this was right before the pandemic hit. I had just run a 2:31 at Naples that year, just like I ran 2:31 this year. This was 2020. I ran a 2:31 at Naples, 2:31:20, my PR. And then I ran a 1:14 flat at Naples a month later, exactly a month later. 5:38 pace, which is pretty much my marathon average pace for the first half marathon. So, when I run Naples or when I run CIM in Boston, I've been running 1:13:30, 1:14 flat pretty easily through the first half. At Halloween half in the heat, I was able to run 1:15 pretty easily by myself the whole race with no one with me. So, I'm getting pretty good now at holding a 1:14, 1:15. Now it's the second half. That's the challenge. But in Naples, 2021, I ran a 1:14:26. And I was second master and 16th overall. So last 2 years at Naples, I've been 16th overall with a 1:14, and I've been second master, which was $250. So still cool. Third place, you get $100. That's still cool. But if you get first place masters, which my goal is this year to win masters, so anyone else going for the masters, definitely going for it this year. I'll tell you my goal prediction in a second. But I've run Naples in 2014 with a 1:11 at the age of, that would have been 7 years ago, so I would have been 36 years old. So 2014, I was 36 years old. I ran a 1:11:39. And then in 2016, I ran a 1:10:52 in Philadelphia at the Rock and Roll Philadelphia, and that's my PR, 1:10:52. So my Naples 1:11:39 is very good. Close to my PR, my second fastest time ever. So Naples is a fast course, just like Rock and Roll Philly was. But my goal this year in the 22 Naples half marathon, after running it the last 5 years straight and 6 times overall, this is gonna be my 7th Naples half marathon. My goal is sub 1:12, so I want to run a 1:11 on the course. And if I run a 1:12 something, I'm still gonna be happy. If I run a 1:13, I'm still gonna be happy. I ran a 1:14 the last 3 years there, and the year before that I ran a 1:14. The year before that I ran a 1:15, but based on conditions being good weather, there's always good competition. Naples is the best. The course is amazing. The organization is amazing. They've been doing this race since, I believe, the late 1970s, early 1980s. This race is very established, very organized. Shout out to the Naples whole crew out there. I think they call it Gold Coast Run Club, Running Association of Gold Coast. They're really passionate and organized, good people. Really smart. So they're doing a great race out there. They really think of everything the runner's going to need, and they have some very fast runners. So it's a great event. So my goal is a sub 1:12 to run a 1:11. So that'll take about a 5:28 average. So to break 1:12, I'm going to need to run about a 5:30 mile average. My 1:11:39 from 2014 was a 5:28 average. So let's say a 5:30 average. I'm going to be going out at 5:30 pace for the first 5K, and that is 17 flat. So 5:30 flat, 3 miles, 3.1 is 17 flat. So instead of like in the marathon to break 2:30, I need to run 17:42 8 times in a row and then do another 2 kilometers, 2.2 kilometers. This race, I'll be running 40 seconds faster than my marathon goal pace to break 2:30, and I have to do it 4 times. So I have to run 17 flat 4 times in a row, and then I need to add on 0.1 miles because it's 13.1 miles. 0.1 miles is 200 meters. So I have to do four 5-kilometer splits of 17 flat, 17 flat, 17 flat, 17 flat, and then I need to close 200 meters in 40 seconds, and that's going to get me under 1 hour and 12 minutes in the 1 hour and 11 range. That's going to get me back closer to my PR of 1:10:52. I really want to run under 1:10 someday. I'm 43 years old now, so I got to get to work now. So 2022 is going to be a big year for me. I'm coming out with a big bang, Naples half marathon. Come join me. A bunch of people from Project 305 are coming already. I think 4 to 5 of the clients I've been training have signed up. I got Hebrew Academy Warriors coming. I got Merritt coming from Miami Beach, a 9-year-old who's going to run an incredible time. It's his 3rd half marathon. Shout out to Merritt. Merritt's been training with me the last couple of weeks. Really amazing kid, 9 years old, super talented and really smart kid and runner. I'll introduce you to him eventually. And, Run Addict's coming, iRun's coming. Everyone that I know that is serious about running is going to Naples because, the Miami Marathon and half marathons, actually, the half marathon's sold out. But Naples tends to be a little cooler, although I love my Miami half and full too. Naples seems to be a little cooler than Miami, and that's a big factor. The weather's a little cooler, and there's no hills. The Miami half marathon has a couple hills, but I love the Miami half. It's super competitive too, but it's sold out this year. So Naples, I'm coming January 16th. That's my first race of 2022. After Naples, what's going on in my racing life? I'm thinking about Gate River 15K in March. That's the USATF National Championship 15K race. Then I'm thinking Grandma's Marathon. That's maybe my next marathon would be June 9th, right around my mom's birthday. I think it's June 9th or 10th is the marathon. My mom's birthday is the 16th of June. That's in Duluth, Wisconsin, near Madison, where I'm from. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. Duluth, Minnesota. Did I just say Duluth, Wisconsin? Duluth, Minnesota, I think, is the area of the Grandma's. It's a long day, guys. It's actually nighttime here, if you didn't know. I'm shooting this live right now after work at the physical therapy office where my girlfriend's getting treated and where I get treated. Shout out to Dr. Jeffrey Draesel. I'm going to introduce you guys to him soon. He's going to share some of his knowledge. He's been taking care of me for years, and he's brilliant. So, I'm starting off the year with Naples. Then I might do Gate River in Jacksonville, Gate River 15K. And then I'm going to do, hopefully, Grandma's if all things go well. I really want to get back out there and do another marathon. And that's 6 months away from CIM, so it's perfect. And I've never done Grandma's, so it would be a new experience for me. And I've done Boston 8 times. So I'm going to take a break from the Boston Marathon this year. And I'm going to focus on Grandma's in June. It's a very fast course. It's got a lot of hills, just like CIM. CIM was very hilly. Talked about that in my last video. CIM is not a cakewalk. The Chicago Marathon's much easier. I've done Chicago 5 times. CIM I've done 3 times. It's challenging. Those hills are challenging. Grandma's also has hills, similar, but it's a fast course because it's got sometimes tailwind, sometimes it's got that nice cool lake breeze coming off I read about. Sometimes I know it's got some elevation drops that help aid you. I'm a strong downhill runner, but it's still tough on your quads. You got to be careful. But I'm excited to get back out there and race the marathon in about 6 months, but you want to take a little break. I just did 2 marathons in 3 months. I did Boston in October 11th. I did CIM December 4th. So that's only 60 days apart. I did 2 marathons. I'm going to start focusing on the half now for 2022. I'll probably find a half after Naples before Gate River. Do Gate River 15K, which is a super fast competitive professional field in Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville. About 20,000 runners come out. It's incredible. They run over the Gate River on the Green Monster Bridge. They shoot down the bridge. Gate River's awesome. And then what else? I'm going to do Grandma's. And then guess what? I'm going to go back and do CIM on my birthday when I turn 44. On Sunday, December 4th, 2022, I'm going to run the California International Marathon for the 4th time 4 is my favorite number. I was born on the 4th. I'm one of 4 boys in the Huberty family. December 4th is my birthday, 12-4. If you divide 12 by 3, you get 4. And I'm the second born though, so, but 2 is also half of 4. December 4th of 2022, I'm racing the California International Marathon for the 4th time, and I'm gonna crush 2:30. I'm not even gonna go out at 1:14 anymore. I'm gonna go out at 1:12 or 1:13, and I'm gonna run that race so hard that 2:30 is gonna be a memory. I'm gonna run 2:28 or 2:27 soon. I'm very focused on getting faster at the age of 43. Shout out to Mark Gomes and the Faster Than 40 family. I'm very into things and ideas and concepts and just philosophies that can help keep you strong and consistent, and that's what my life's mission is to help be a strong, consistent, coach, athlete, mentalist that shares with you my ideas of how you can keep running faster. I've been running faster marathons in the last 2 years than I ever ran in my entire life, and that was at age 41 and 43. I ran the 2 fastest marathons in my life out of 46 marathons, and I've been racing since 28 years old, every single year since 2008 when I was 28 years old. So a lot of experience in these legs, a lot of advice to share with you guys. I'm gonna let you go now and call it end of this live. Let me know what kind of concepts you want me to share with you, any questions you have. Definitely send me your questions in the comments section. Anything you want me to research and talk about, I'm a researcher. So I can also always talk about any concept you guys want to talk about. I'm also going to be bringing you new content coming soon on Mushroom. I'm the co-founder of Miami Mushroom Fest, and also on crypto market. I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency. I've been studying altcoins, crypto like crazy the last 6 months, and I've been in it actually for about 6 years. So I'm going to start sharing with you guys some of my crypto knowledge. I'm also going to start sharing nutrition, Live Ultimate, all the things in my life. Mushroom, gardening, Miami Mushroom Fest, a lot of exciting stuff coming up, guys. All right, happy 2021. It was a great year. We're coming up on an end here. This is my recap year video, and let's start 2022 off with a big bang. Let's have the best year of our life, guys. All right, I'll see you soon. Much love.